My dear Dark Ones, welcome to my channel. Today is a pick a pile tarot reading for you, and I'm asking about your past lives. It's a collective reading, and if you feel like you can pick only one pile, or you can listen through both of them and just take whatever resonates with you. I will be starting with this pile, so if you felt like drawn to this one, you have to wait a little bit. And the cards are already shuffled, but I'm still gonna shuffle them a little bit for you. And I'm just asking whatever it is, the past life that affects in you at the moment that you need to know about, and maybe it will help you in your life in this reincarnation. So let's see. Judging by these cards, what I can say, this is actually quite interesting. The past lives actually are not affecting you at this moment. So whatever it is, decisions you're making or whatever hardships you have in this lifetime, they all come from this reincarnation, from your family, from your choices, from your life choices, and it's coming from you. Nothing is actually that you can blame on the past lives is actually coming from your past lives, which is a good thing, I think. And then I'm asking to show you any past lives that you might have. This is quite interesting one. So I see a past life where you were a warrior. Like judging by this card, the first thing I see is a path of Joanna Dark. So you've been fighting for some kind of belief. It could be a religion. Probably it's a religious belief. It was something like a life that was very hard. You had a lot of struggles. You've been in prison for this, for the beliefs and for whatever it is you were trying to convey to people. Also, you've been killed at a very young age, from 20 to 25. So what I can say from this, it's in this lifetime, you're probably a very opinionated person, but sometimes you try to keep your opinions down and you try not to talk and speak your truth, because probably you kind of have this like subconsciously you feel that this is dangerous to actually tell the truth and share everything that you have in this lifetime. Also, you are probably trying to be a person who is trying to fit in a lot. Again, because in that past life reincarnation, because you were sticking out a lot, you kind of were killed for it. So in this lifetime, you're trying to be like under covers, down, and hiding. So if you're hiding, again, subconsciously you're hiding because of your past lives. This is interesting. In this lifetime, actually, if you are into astrology, it is because in one of your past lives you've been really connected to astrology. I see a lifetime reincarnation as astrologer at a court. So you or an astrologer for a king or a queen or a pharaoh. So maybe in this lifetime you're just fascinated by astrology, maybe you read a lot. So if you want to pick up a career in the occult, astrologer, doing astrological charts for people would be a very nice idea. That's where your money is actually. So maybe think about adding astrology to your if you're ready providing supernatural services, I would say, to people, add astrology there. This is something that you should do because you have a lot of knowledge. Another past, honestly, you had a lot of reincarnations, but the ones that history don't even talk about it. There probably were a lot of civilizations that are even unknown to you, and that's why I having like a hard time picking up your past lives, because you had such an interesting past lives, a lot of them in different time frames, eras, and different societies and different tribes all over the world. And because of that, like I don't feel that I can pick up any significant one, also probably because your past lives are not affecting you. And I would even say if you actually felt a strong connection to this pile, I would say that you shouldn't be into past lives, because first of all they don't affect you, and also you had so many of them that in this lifetime you have to concentrate on being this particular human that you were born. You really need to learn about this current reincarnation, how to be your truly self, and probably you are here because you need to build new memories and meet new people. So whenever you feel like there is a fascinating human in front of you and you want to meet them and talk to them, you have to do that. By doing so, you kind of build in new memories for your future incarnations. And actually, I have an idea. I want to see what the cards are gonna tell me. It's actually your money, your wealth is all about connecting to people, talking to people, like being a speaking person, a guru, working in an environment where you're supposed to advise hundreds of people or be in charge of many people. That's what you're supposed to do in this lifetime. And that's the only thing that you're supposed to learn, is how to communicate with people, honestly. I feel like for you, like I'm not even gonna continue pulling the cards, because if you were drawn to this pile, you really have to concentrate on your current reincarnation and dealing with people and being the way you are and living this life to the fullest. Past lives for you are not really important, and you just have to learn how to live this one to the fullest and enjoy it. You're probably the person who seeks a lot of answers, and you are looking for answers, and you into occult and metaphysical. You're probably looking for the meaning of life. Your meaning in this lifetime, you just have to live, and you have to enjoy the life. You have to enjoy this idea that you're alive and you're on this earth and you're sharing it with other people, and you need to learn how to be friends with everyone. It's quite difficult because you have like very interesting persona. Sometimes if you dislike a person, you're not gonna talk to them. So for you, it's very important to learn how to talk to anyone around you. Honestly, probably the reason I don't feel like pulling cards for you is just because I'm not supposed to advise you. You are a guru, you're very wise, you know what you're doing, and you probably feel that you're special and you have the special mission. So for you, I cannot really give you anything or teach you or tell you what to do, because it's supposed to come from you. You already have the knowledge, and you just have to believe in yourself more, follow your intuition, and trust that you are on the right path no matter what. So that's quite unusual, not what I expected. But I'm gonna move to the second pile, and let's see if this deck is going to show me any specific past lives that you need to know about, and if they're actually affecting your life in this reincarnation. Okay, when it comes to you guys, especially if you felt like really drawn to this deck, you are the opposite case. You are affected by past lives more than you can even imagine. It's like every move, everything that happens in your life usually comes from your past lives and not from this reincarnation. The first one I see is a past life where you were a royal, judging by the card, a queen or a king. Something happened and your family betrayed you and they killed you. So in this lifetime, if you had any troubles with your family, probably if they actually didn't do anything wrong, it's your subconscious warning you that there is danger that is coming from your family, even though it's not. So if your family didn't do actually anything wrong to you in this lifetime, probably it's your fault that you're not so close to your family. Try to communicate better and rebuild the union, the communications that you actually destroyed yourself. So try to reunite with your family and to love them because they didn't do anything to you in this lifetime, and this is all the memories from your past lives. Judging by this card, I see you had a very interesting reincarnation as a spy, assassin, someone who were always hired to get knowledge one way or another. So in this lifetime, if you seek knowledge, if you like antique books, spell books, grimoires, if you like to write, if you like cryptical messages, sigils, it comes from that past life, where for you, your knowledge for you meant more than anything else. Another lifetime you had as a someone like in a circus, someone who were doing magical tricks, performance, dancing, traveling with the circus. So if you feel like you are into unusual art and crafts, this is again your past life trying to communicate to you. You probably have like unusual gifts or hobbies. Since the day you were born, probably you're an amazing artist or you have an amazing voice, something that was given to you. You didn't have to learn it, but you have it, you possess it. All of these gifts, abilities, and hobbies that you have, they come from the past lives. So I don't think that you're supposed to act on them in this lifetime, but you should definitely use them when it comes to your profession. You have to stand out in everything that you do. You actually have a lot of past lives where you were doing something unusual, a lot of traveling, a lot of getting information, getting money, stealing things, you know. You were aiding to the powerful ones in every way you could. So, and you were very professional. I see that you've been paid a lot for doing these things. Again, in this lifetime, the more unusual your job could be, the more fulfilling it will be and the more money you will get. Like I see that in this lifetime, if you work 9 to 5 and you hate it, if you have a normal job and you hate it, you always don't fit in, no one speaks to you at your work, you never get a promotion. It is because the job is too boring for you. You have to have something adventurous or something amazing. You have to travel a lot, especially if it's for a job. Honestly, I recommend to you in this lifetime, if you can, just get a job that where you are your own boss and use social media and just travel. If you can travel inside your country or outside your country, the further the better. But you kind of have this gypsy nomadic mindset about you. That's the core of you. You know, you cannot sit still in one place, otherwise the life get bored and you kind of go into this void just because you're not inspired. And you cannot get inspiration from yourself. You always get inspiration from places. While you're traveling, you become a different person, so you have to pursue it more because it affects in you so much that your whole life might be ruined if you don't pursue travel. You had a lot of unusual reincarnations, royal family, thieves, travelers, gypsy. I feel like you didn't have a lot of supernatural reincarnations where you were a witch or a mage or a shaman. I feel like in this lifetime, if you feel that, especially I'm talking about people who do not come from witchy bloodline, if you are born to a normal family and you don't know that anyone was practicing and you are the first person in your family practicing witchcraft and occult, it means because it is your job in this lifetime to become an occultist, a witch, a shaman, a practitioner, a sigilist, a mage, wizard, because you have to learn all of these things in this reincarnation because that's your purpose in life. And if you don't become this person, probably you will have to come back and do it again because this is something you need to learn. If you come from a bloodline where a lot of people were practicing, it is probably because you were put there by your karma destiny, so you can learn with help of others. Probably for you it happened this way, so it would be easier for you because you did something good in your past life. So it's like it was like a gift from the universe there. You don't have to learn in a hard way. It's given to you, the knowledge. You just have to practice it, and you still have to become practitioner, but it's easier for you because it's given to you. The information is given, the family supports you. Because for the ones who are the first one who are practicing, it's usually no support and you kind of have to hide. So it's much more traumatic and difficult. The last three cards I'm gonna pull, I see that in one of your reincarnations, you were following Jesus. I don't think that you were one of his apostles, but I'm pretty sure that you were in a crowd listening to whatever he was telling. And I think you had access to the real information, to real words of Jesus. So in this lifetime, you were probably against church, or you dislike church because maybe you were religious, but then you left church because you suspected there was something off and wrong in the church teachings, only because you heard his words. Also, I see that you had reincarnation where you connected with King Arthur and his magic. So if recently you've been into Celtic magic, or Morrigan came to you, or you've been into dragons, it's all comes from that reincarnation. So that's the type of magic you should also pick up, Celtic, Slavic, Irish specifically. So this is something that you should look into. Also, I see that you've been betrayed a lot in your past lives. The more famous and notorious you became or were becoming, the more people were against you, jealous of you, and betraying you. So you had a lot of reincarnations when you've been to jail, wrongfully accused, you've been to trials, and a lot of times you died from unnatural death. It's all because of people. So you have a lot of trust issues when it comes especially to people who are into occult like yourself. So the more like, I would say, famous or a powerful practitioner, the less you're gonna trust them or like them, even on social media, even if you don't know them personally. But you're probably not gonna like big accounts that like witches who have like more than millions followers on social media. You're probably gonna go away from those people and go to people who are less famous, because you always feel that these people are kind of against you, So it also comes from past lives. So nothing wrong with successful occult practitioners. It doesn't mean that they're gonna hurt you or do some damage to you. You can definitely follow anyone you want. This is something from your past lives. In regards of your current reincarnation, your past lives really affect you, but of course you can, when you realize it, you can go away from it and just live your life the way you personally want it in your body in this reincarnation. The only thing probably I want to tell you, don't go away from magic, don't run away from magic and occult. Accept it, because this is a part that's so you that you just can't run away, you cannot hide. You have to become this practitioner, you have to become this magical person, and that's the main goal of this reincarnation. So incorporate magic in everything that you do in one way or another. The crazier you go, the better, of course. So I'm gonna stop here. Thank you so much for watching. Also, if you have any interesting ideas about future readings, leave the comment in my current post on my community on YouTube, and I will find them, and I always put them down, and just gonna do another reading about that. I guess have an amazing day, and I'll see you in the next video.